what's so funny? Most people think life insurance is just for older people. But life insurance allows you to be able to start building something even when you're a child, right? So let me give you an example. You can put life insurance on kids, children, from the time they're born. They just need to be at least like 7 days old, right? And those policies get to go with them for the rest of their life. The really cool thing about life insurance is people think it's only used for when they die, but it's called life insurance. It has so many different benefits, like cash value that you can access while you're alive, being able to position yourself where in the event you need to borrow some of that money, you can. The other thing is it has living benefits. So if you needed, let's say that you got into a car accident and you couldn't work for several months, or you came down with something critical that maybe a heart attack or a stroke, and you had this life insurance policy sitting there, you may have one of those policies that they can pay you that death benefit that would have paid out in the event you passed away. They can pay it to you while you're living to do things like be an income replacement or be able to cover some of those medical bills. So many people underestimate the value of life insurance too, right? I'll talk to people sometimes and they say, oh, well, I'm not ready to die. Yeah, I don't need life insurance yet, right? But the crazy thing is that they'll have car insurance, they will have insurance on their cell phones in case they drop it and it breaks, but they won't put insurance on their own lives. To me, one of the most selfish things you can do is not think about the people that will be mourning your death or have to deal with the fact that financially you're no longer there, and they may be in a position where they have to come up with money in order to pay for your funeral or take care of it. I will sit down with someone and they say, oh, well, I don't know if I really need life insurance because I'm not ready to die yet. But the truth is, none of us know when we're going to die. I mean, there's kids that are passing away, unfortunately. There's people who are in their 90s, 100s, but you just never really know when that time is going to come, right? So the biggest thing that I see when it comes to not having life insurance is you are positioning yourself and your family in a place where in the event something happened to you, they would not only have to be mourning you at that time, but they also have to come up with the finances. And for most families, it's a burden to have to come up randomly on the spot with $12,000, $10,000, or even $15,000 to cover the cost of a funeral, all because the person didn't have a plan. So what I want people to know is that you are doing yourself and your family a favor. You're showing them so much love by saying, hey, I'm going to plan ahead for my future because I know one day this is going to happen, and I don't want that burden to fall on you. I am so tired of seeing people do fish fries and GoFundMes because they didn't plan ahead. How can people live? How can we live for so long and not even care about what would happen to us when we pass away? What position it would have our family in? So, do I believe in life insurance? 100%. And I think every single person, I don't care if the baby is 7 days old. I don't care if the person is 180 or 108. Sorry. I don't care if the person is 108. Every single person needs to have life insurance.
So life insurance, it's really only to help prepare for when I die?
No. The really cool thing about life insurance is you can have those policies and be able to do things like access to cash value while you're living. So in most whole life insurance policies, there's money that's going to be growing inside of the policy. So what's really cool is, let's say you needed to borrow some money from your policy. You can access that money versus having to go and get a loan and have to get financing and all these different things. It's called life insurance, not death insurance. So it's for your life.